name's Jim Bishop. I'm the CFO here at the hospital. I've worked here a little over 3 years now, in charge of all the financial operations. I have 9 departments reporting to me, and we work on the financials every day, always looking for ways to improve our bottom line here. At this time, we're working on wrapping up our financial audit for the year. It's due on May 31. And the Medicare Cost Board also due on May 31. So we're working on those things right now. But I have a long list of things to work on every day. And if you ever need anything from the financial side here in the hospital, just give me a call. This is Lindsay Hopkins, who does payroll here. And she's the one who gets everybody paid every 2 weeks. So very important person to know. This is Robin Stanifer, who does our accounts payable. So she pays all the bills for the hospital, which is a lot of money going out every 2 weeks. So if you ever need a check process, you can check them with Robin. She's been here many, many years. Does a great job.
Many.
This is Jen Ridgway. She's the Director of Accounting here at the hospital, and she supervises the accounts payable and also the payroll area, and is a great help to me as CFO. Does a great job. Been here a long time, has a lot of knowledge of our accounting systems and IT systems.
Hi, I'm Michelle Franklin. Welcome to administration. This is Vicki Mason.
Hello.
Vic, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Vicki Mason. I've been here for 23 years now. I love working here. I love having this family in addition to my own family. I'm married, have 9 grandchildren now. But what I do here at the hospital is I'm an administrative assistant here in admin, and I also do the credentialing for all the medical staff, making sure the licenses are proper and so forth.
We're glad to have Vicki here. Really important position, because we want to make sure that all of our providers have the proper licenses, that they're credentialed to do the things that they're supposed to do, that they have the privilege to do the things that they want to do. So really important piece of our organization. And Vicki's been here a long time. She's actually certified in medical staff credentialing, so we're really happy to have her. Next on our list is Michelle Lay. And Michelle is my executive assistant. And so, Michelle?
Hi, I'm Michelle. I live here in Sullivan. I've worked here a whole 2 months, and I'm learning a lot as I go, and everybody's very helpful. I'm glad to work here.
So this is, Lynette retired, as everybody knows, after, 30-some years. And so Michelle has a big seat to fill, but she's really doing well. So we're glad to have her here. Most of you in nursing services are familiar with Lori Ressler, our Chief Nursing Officer. Lori?
Hello, I'm Lori. I've been here almost 10 years, and I am the mother of a teenage child, and I have 6 grandkids. So welcome to administration.
Also inside of administration, we have quality. And so some of you may not know Amy Miller. Amy has a very long title. She's the Director of Risk, Quality, and Compliance, one of her favorite topics. So, Amy Miller.
Hello. So I'm here if you have any concerns or questions about the quality of care, though we know it's exceptional. Check out our recent Press Ganey scores if you haven't. But anytime you have any concerns about anything going on or what's the right thing to do, complying with rules, regulations, give me a call. I'd be happy to help you out with that, or look up it if we need to. When I'm not at work, I'm trying to coordinate 2 teenage boys who drag home whatever pets they can. The newest is our pet duck and chick that my son actually thinks is a house pet. So working on that in my off time.
Next in administration, you've met some of the accounting folks, but Denise Hart is our Director of HR, and Denise is looking lovely after returning from sun-filled Florida. So she's putting the rest of us to shame. Denise.
So you want to know what I do? Is that what you're asking? I do lots of things. Actually, right now I'm working on our employee field day and getting sponsors for that. We're really excited about that. I deal with employees hiring, counseling, benefits. Really, my goal is to make this a great place to work. So that's what I'm working on right now for all those people who want to be fit and fun.
Next is Nancy. Nancy York is Denise's right-hand man. Nance, introduce yourself. Tell us a little something about you.
Hi, I'm Nancy. I'm one of those people that's actually from Illinois, so I'm a little different than some. Yeah, that's what they say. My main deal is employment, hiring, and distributing applications, and then of course back up for Denise on any other thing that we need to do.
One of the last people you're going to meet inside administration is Leslie Lentz. And Leslie is the Director of Community Engagement. And this is Les's office out in the main hallway. Les?
Hi, I'm Leslie. I'm the Director of Community Engagement and Marketing, and I've been at the hospital for 10 years. The last 7 years in this position as Marketing Director. I have 2 grown boys. One of my boys has a pretty cool job. He is an FBI special agent, just as a little bit of trivia about me. I'm married. My husband is retired from Indiana State University. And in my free time, I like to read and take long walks.
Well, we're back in my office now, and you've had an opportunity to meet all of the support staff here in administration, a really wonderful group of people I've worked with for a very long time. And administration is just a fun place to work. So just a little bit about me. I've been here since 1997, and I know that there are some of you out there who've been here just as long or longer than I have. And half of my career as the Chief Nursing Officer, half as the CEO. And in that time, I've now got 2 teenage kids. My son is a sophomore at Purdue, and my daughter is now a sophomore at Sullivan High School. I don't live in Sullivan anymore. I live in Bruceville, so I make the drive every morning, but I have to bring Grace into school anyway, so it doesn't matter. A lot of people say, well, you know, gosh, what does the CEO do? And so I had a friend one time when I was working as a Chief Nursing Officer. One of the guys who was my CEO came into this position, and he was interviewed by the paper, and we made fun of him ever since that interview. And when the guy said, well, you know, tell us a little bit about your job, David proceeded to say, well, you know, that's a really great question because I don't know exactly what I do. And really, some days it feels like that. Some days are very, very structured, that I'm going from meeting to meeting to meeting. Some days your calendar is very structured, but there's lots of interruptions and you don't even do the things that are on your calendar. And some days your days are free, so you're working on catch up and responding to emails, responding to complaints every once in a while that happen, not very often. And then all of the provider contracting is actually done through my office. And so there's a fair bit of provider interaction that needs to happen, and recruiting, retention, those sorts of things are done out of my office. And so sometimes I can be very, very busy, too busy. Some days there's a lull where I'm able to finally catch up on my 1,500 emails. And then sometimes, you know, you just never know what you're going to walk into. And so it's what makes the job fun, because every day is a little bit different, and there's nothing in particular that makes the day slow and boring. So one of the things that I really like to do personally, I'm an avid flower gardener, not much for veggies because the wild animals eat them, but I do love to flower garden, and I love to travel. And so for those of you that have been in my office, one of the favorite things that people do when they come in here is that they love to look at my maps. And these maps have been Christmas gifts from the folks that I work with in administration. So one of them is the world map of all the places that I've been and my favorite destinations inside world travel. And then I also got a US map. And so I've marked the places that I've been and the things that I love to do. And then finally, I'm a big fan of the national parks and love to visit all the national parks. And so I've scratched off a lot of the national parks here in the US. So sometime when you're down in administration, stop by and meet us, take a look in my office, check out my maps. We'd love to entertain you. Thank you.